guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am Will Sanja. Like asking a question, will Sanja help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. The golden nugget today is start being selfish. In other words, start loving on yourself from within. God commands us to love on ourselves from within, and that just means to stay aligned and connected, which means God is at the forefront of our lives, moving in and through us. Thus, we're able to see within our journal with some clarity. And guess what? That clarity will let you know that the time that you have, you are to spend it on you first. The clarity will let you know that the money you have, you are supposed to spend it on you first. The clarity will let you know that the affirmations that you have, you are supposed to use them on yourself first. The clarity will let you know that all the good goods and yum yums that you have, you're supposed to fill yourself up with it first so that you are running over, and anything that is overflowing, that's what you use to assist other people. It's just like the airplane. You know, when you're flying, the stewardess, when they're explaining that if the plane would crash, they say what? Oxygen mask will fall, and then they tell you what? Make sure that you put your oxygen mask on first before you assist your neighbor if they should need any help. Why do they tell you to do that? Because they know that if you don't put your oxygen mask on first and you begin to assist them, that means you will be giving your neighbor some life while you're over here dying. You'll be trying to catch your breath to finally get to your oxygen mask. And that's not how it's supposed to be. But a lot of us find ourselves there. A lot of us, I can say us because I've been there before, y'all. I have been in a place where people have been asking for stuff, whether it's for my time, for my attention, for my money, for whatever else it is, affirmation, for my joy, for my happiness, for my smile, for whatever it is. They were asking. And with me having a heart of gold, like you have a heart of gold, you'll feel like you have to give it. But the thing is, these individuals who keep asking, and sometimes guess what? No matter how much you give, no matter how much you give your time or how much you do whatever, they're never satisfied. You know why? Because they are not coming from within. What they're doing, they're asking you to give them what you're supposed to be applying to your own life. And because of that, you find yourself empty, which means what? You trying to catch your breath to get your finances right. You're trying to catch your breath to make sure that you have some happiness. You're trying to catch your breath. You can barely breathe over there because you're giving everything away before you apply it to your life first. You got to put on your oxygen mask first. No one deserves to live a life of barely living. You don't want to be giving life while you over here dying. That doesn't make sense, right? It doesn't. So now is the time for you to be selfish, because when you're not selfish in this manner, as far as loving on yourself, selfish people will begin to take advantage of you. And they will be thriving while you were struggling. They will be living while you were dying. And ain't nobody got time for that. Listen, start loving on yourself. Start applying your affirmation to you. Start telling yourself you can do it. Start telling yourself you can be a great entrepreneur. Start telling yourself all these good goods and yum yums. Start loving on yourself. Start making sure that you spend your money on what you want to spend your money on before somebody come to you asking you for $500, $1,000, $2,000, $10,000, or $50. Stop giving out your money. Use your money for you. Because you already know what people who are selfish and they don't care two monkey tails about you, you'll give them that money and you thinking they're going to pay you back, and just as soon as they see you, they're like this, they dodging you. Like, oh, I owe them $2,000. I know I got $2,000 now, but I want to get me some shoes, so I ain't going to be able to see them right now. They dodging you. Nah, stop that. Start loving on yourself. Listen, God requires us, He demands us, He commands us to love on ourselves from within. And when you begin to do that, your world will change. Your world will change around you. You will find that your well will always be running over with affirmations, with love, with joy, with peace, with happiness, with money. Yes, you'll always have plenty. There'll always be plenty in your court. Why? Because you started at home first with loving on yourself. And now you can go out and assist other people that may need it. Okay? Here's the thing, you guys. You will encounter this, because when I started to apply this to my life as far as loving on myself, y'all, everybody started coming out the woodworks. Family members, friends, associates, or what have you. They were coming to me and they were doing this, handing me cards saying, take responsibility. And I was so confused. They were trying to make me feel guilty for loving on me. You understand? When you made me feel angry, you made me feel like I wasn't loved. You made me feel that y'all don't really love me the way y'all say you do. You made me feel like y'all don't really care for me the way you say you do. You made me feel like I'm not wanted. You made me feel like I'm not good enough. All because, what? I was bettering myself. And God had to tell me, you better take that card of them telling you that you're responsible and tear it up, because God told me. You're not responsible for their falsehood of feelings. People will make you feel bad when you're bettering yourself. And when you have people in your court, in your arena around you, when they calling you fake and saying you're not a real family member or you're not a true friend because you decided that you don't want to talk on the phone as much because you know you need some stuff you got to get right with you, or they upset with you because you won't hang out with them whenever they ask you to hang out, or you're not inviting them to certain things because what you're in is strictly for you because it's better in your life. When they are upset because with you of that, they're in falsehood of feelings, which means they're not all the way aligned and connected, which means they're not able to understand that you're better in your life. So you have to moonwalk away a little bit from that relationship until they get aligned and connected. And then, you know, they'll be like, oh, that's why they couldn't talk on the phone with me like that, because they were better in their lives. And you just have to leave it at that. But in the meantime, put on your oxygen mask first. Give yourself life and then assist. Don't be over there dying while you're giving life to somebody else. Start loving on yourself. It's time to be selfish. Self-love, self-love, self-love. If you didn't get what I was saying, rewind the thing and watch again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Remember, put your oxygen mask on first, because you want to thrive and live in this life and then serve. You get what I'm saying? All right, I'm going to go. Be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.